Kaylin asking, which house in Harry Potter do I like the best? Well, I personally am a Ravenclaw. I've taken the test on Pottermore, and I'm a Ravenclaw. All right, good morning, Latifa. Good morning, Sumair. Good morning, Cece. Good morning, Daisy, Zoe. Ava, when are we watching Script to Screen? Official date hasn't been set yet, but probably during the last week of May or early June. I would say probably that first week of June, somewhere in there. As soon as I have a date, I'll let you guys know. Can you sing a song on your guitar? I can't sing. I can play a song on my guitar. I can't sing one, though. All right. It is officially 11:30, so let's officially get started with today's Library Live. Go full screen here. Good morning, everybody. Good to be with you today. I finally figured out a way to say it's good to see you without actually having to say with, no, that doesn't make sense either. Let me try that again. I figured out a way to say it's good to see you that actually makes sense because, you know, I can't see you. I can see your names. So I'm saying it's good to be with you. Although I guess I'm not really with you either. I thought I had it figured out. I don't. I'll work on that for next week. Hope you're all having a good week this week. Got some really nice weather this week. Make sure you get outside, stay in your neighborhood, but get outside and enjoy that fresh air, that sunlight. Get out of the house a little bit. We've got a packed schedule today, lots of stuff to get to on Library Live, so I'm going to get right into it. Switch my screens up here. There we go. Just a reminder about how we operate here on Library Live. Make sure you're always being kind with your comments that you're sending to me and to the people that are at home with you. Let's have some fun. Be patient with our technology issues. Remember, I don't see all the comments. I don't respond to all the questions, not because I'm ignoring you, but mostly because I can't read them all. There's a 10 to 20 second delay, so everything you're hearing me say now, I actually said 20 seconds ago. So if you respond to it right away, I'm not going to see it for 20 seconds. Just keep that in mind too. There are some opportunities for screenshots today whenever you see that yellow camera icon throughout our session. All right, moving right along. I want to give you first the results of the poll that we took last week where I asked you what your favorite part of Library Live is. And out of like 150 votes, you were split between two. Mad Libs Live definitely got the win there with 67 votes. And May Book Madness pretty close behind with 49. So we're going to incorporate both of those into our Library Live session today. We will do a Mad Lib. Obviously, we're going to continue with May Book Madness. We're going to take it a step further. More on that later. You also said that you would definitely like book talks to be a bigger part of Library Live. So I have a couple book talks for you today as well. But I'm a man of giving the people what they want. So let's get right into a Mad Lib. I've got 5 different categories that I'm going to ask you to help me out with. Those categories are going to fit right at the answers that you give me to those categories are going to fit right into a story. If you want to get a paper and pencil handy, you can, but remember you could screenshot this and you could also rewatch this video later. I'll review those directions in a minute. All right, 5 categories. First category I need you to help me out with in Mad Libs Live. School supplies. Name for me some kind of supplies that you need for school. I'm skipping way ahead in the comments here. So you said hello. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just skipping ahead so I can see what you're recommending for school supplies. Name a type of school supplies for me. Something that you need for school. Sleep is not supplies. Something you could physically hold, like a pencil. Yes, Abizer. An eraser. Markers. Scissors. Crayons. Glue, a pencil, books, a stapler, an eraser, scissors, pencil. Pencil is a popular answer. Glue, eraser, pencil, pencil, books, glue stick, a pen, pencils, binders, ruler, pencil, books, markers, colored pencils. You know what? I'm going to go with colored pencils. I'm going to take that one, Abizer. All right, second one. Name a type of cereal. Name a type of cereal for me. It could be a cereal you love. It could be a cereal you hate. It could be a cereal you have every morning. It could be a cereal that just has a funny name that you've never actually eaten before. Let's see, glue, pencils. I don't think those are cereals. I think this was left over from school supplies. I forgot how hard it is to keep up with the comments when we do Mad Libs Live. That's why we're doing it at the beginning. So we can get through it in the beginning and then move a little quicker later on if we need to. Ruler, stapler, food. We're still on school supplies. Remember, there's that 10 to 20 second delay. That's what I'm getting here. Heavy math book. Ooh, okay. Cookie Crisp. It's good cereal. Honey Bunches of Oats. Lucky Charms. Peppa Pig Eraser is not a cereal. Chocolate Cheerios, Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, Lucky Charms, Honey Bunches, no oats, Cookie Crisp or Cheerios, Honey Bunches, Wheaties, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, a lot of Lucky Charms. Let's go with Lucky Charms as the cereal. Next, I need you to name for me something cute. Something cute, precious, and adorable. Name something cute for me. Still scrolling through all of those cereals. Some of you are still sending me school supplies. We're done with school supplies, folks. We're on to something cute. Kellogg's Corn Flakes, some brand recognition there. Although I usually buy the Giant brand. Sometimes they're cheaper, except when it comes to Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I've never found like a generic brand of Cinnamon Toast Crunch that tastes nearly as good as the real deal. All right, still on cereals. We're looking for something cute. Something cute, precious, and adorable. I guess Lucky Charms are adorable. Oatmeal is not adorable. Still scrolling down. No more school supplies. We are on to something cute. A baby panda. A skunk. A bunny. Like 5,000 people are saying their own name. A kitten, a baby bird, a dog. Me, thank you. Dog, cat, kitten, puppy, dog. I'm precious. I don't know if I'm adorable. Panda, puppy, panda, a husky, my baby cousin. Frosted Flakes are not cute. Pop-Tart cereal, also not cute. Doggy, kittens, a baby puppy. Dog, kitten. A lot of dogs and kittens. Come on, guys, give me something different here. A baby seal. There we go. That's pretty cute, Smeet. I'll take that one. Baby seal. All right, I'm going to give you the next two to close out so we can move a little more quickly here. The next two categories I need you to name for me are a celebrity and a question you always ask your parents. A question you always ask your parents. Give me the name of a celebrity and a question that you always ask your parents. Maybe something you ask every day. Maybe you ask 5 million times because you don't get the answer that you want, and you hope by the 5 million first time you do get the answer you want. Name a celebrity, and then name a question that you always ask your parents. Oh, Porg. I wish I had seen that one earlier, Conrad. That's a good one, too. Scrolling through all the something cutes. Baby Yoda. Yeah, that would have been a good one, too. All right, folks, when you send your answer, please send it once and only once, because otherwise I can't read everything. Otherwise, you're spamming the comments, and then we're never going to get through them. Start sending me names of celebrities and a question you always ask your parents. Still on things that are cute. Please stop sending the same thing 10 times in a row, folks. Don't make me call you out by name on a live session. The monster under my bed. That's a dangerous one. All right, folks, I'm having trouble getting to the end of your comments here because I'm getting the same thing sent to me 500 times. All right, here we go. Ariana Grande. The Rock. Jojo Siwa. All right, I'll take Jojo for the celebrity. Danny DeVito. Much love for Danny DeVito. Now I need a question that you always ask your parents. Are we there yet? Yes, I'm taking that one. Perfect. All right. So I've got to switch off of the live screen here, not the live screen, the Mad Lib screen, because I need to punch in those answers into our story. So you guys got to give me a couple minutes to do that. Let's see, school supplies was, I already forgot. School supplies was colored pencils. And then our cereal was Lucky Charms. I had some chocolate Lucky Charms for breakfast today. And then let's see, our something cute was Baby Seal. Our celebrity was Jojo Siwa, not Joni Siwa. Stop it, autocorrect. Whoops. There we go. Something cute actually comes up twice in our story today. And something you always ask your parents. Are we there yet? We're going to put a question mark and exclamation point on that one. All right, let me make sure everything's in place. Yes, it is. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. Let's switch back to our split screen view so you can see our Mad Libs live story today. Here we go. Guys, I've been watching this awesome show on Netflix, but I can't remember what it's called. It's about this group of kids who learn that they have a magic ability to turn any colored pencils into Lucky Charms. Everything's going great until they learn about this evil group who's trying to steal their powers. Their leader is this frightening character named Dr. Baby Seal. What's strange is that all the evil henchmen look like Jojo Siwa. Season 1 ends with this massive cliffhanger. The kids find out that one of them is actually Dr. Baby Seal's child. I can't wait for season 2. Ooh, I just remembered. The show is called Are We There Yet? So there's your Mad Lib. Thank you for helping create that this morning. You might want to take a screenshot of that. I know I moved through it kind of quickly to save up on time, but remember, you can go back and rewatch this video through your Microsoft Teams. I showed you this last week, but just in case you need a reminder, this video is going to give you a quick walkthrough. You go to the More tab in your team, scroll down to Special Area, 3 to 5 videos, and there you will see videos from me, your KDM Special Area teachers, as well as all the Special Area teachers from other buildings as well. So you may need to do some scrolling to find what you're looking for. The library ones should be pretty easy to find because of that big blue background. Let you scroll through that one more time as I try to scroll my way through all the comments. A lot of votes for John Cena. Sorry. All right, moving right along today. Here's what's on the agenda for the rest of Library Live. We'll take a look at what you've been reading. We'll take a look at the results for this week's May Book Madness and look ahead to next week. We'll do the same thing with our Seesaw preview there. We'll take a look at what just posted this morning in Seesaw, and then we'll wrap up with some book talks and catch up. So here are some of the photos that you guys shared about what you're reading. If you didn't get a chance to do this yet, that activity is still open. Or if you read something new in the past week that you want to recommend, go ahead and jump on there and give us another book recommendation. If we get enough new photos, I'll share those next week as well. This slideshow has kids from K to 5, so it's the entire school building. We'll let that cycle through for the next minute or so. If you see something you're interested in or a cover that you like or a book you've been meaning to read but keep forgetting about, go ahead, take a snapshot of that. Screenshot of that is what I meant to say. A lot of good recommendations in there. You never go wrong with some Piggy and Gerald. All right, I think I'm all caught up on the comments now. Yeah. All right, great. Again, that activity is still in your Seesaw account. That will not close. If you want to do any more recommendations, if you want your picture up there, keep sending them to me, and if I get enough, I'll put some more pictures up next week. Thank you for the people who do videos. I think it's always easier to recommend a book when you talk about it a little bit. Some of you did some really good book talks. Nevermore, yeah, I enjoyed that book too. Coming up on the end, I think this is our last slide. No? 2 more, 3 more, 8 more. I don't know. I can't count. There's like 72 pictures in here. This is the end of it. A lot of Aladdins in there too. All right, I think we reached the end. Awesome. All right, thank you everybody for all those book recommendations and suggestions. Keep them coming. I've got some for you. We're going to move on to some book talks that I'd like to share with you, some great books that have come out in the past couple months. This book here is called The Game of Fox and Squirrels. Came out about a month ago. It's about a girl named Samantha and her older sister, Caitlin, who go to live with their Aunt Vicky in like a wooded area, not in the middle of the woods, but near the woods in Oregon. They've never met Aunt Vicky before, and they're moving to live with her because something happened at home with their parents. We don't know exactly what in the beginning, but we know it has something to do with her father's anger issues. So Caitlin adjusts pretty quickly. She's happy there with Aunt Vicky. Samantha's struggling a little bit, though. So Aunt Vicky tries to make her feel at home as much as she possibly can. She gives her a copy of this card game called A Game of Fox and Squirrels. And the point of that card game is that you are the squirrel and you have to collect enough acorns so you can survive the winter before the fox catches you. So Sam's actually pretty interested in this game. She thinks it sounds fun, especially when the game starts coming to life. She meets the fox, she meets the squirrels, and the fox tells her that if you find the golden acorn, then you can have anything that your heart desires. And for Samantha, her heart desires being back home. She wants to go back to where she used to be. So the fox starts giving her some challenges, a series of challenges for her to complete in order to get the golden acorn. Now, the more and more she completes these tasks, the more and more she realizes or she questions whether she should be completing these tasks or not. The fox may not be as helpful as he initially seemed. One of my favorite things about this particular story is that in between each of the chapters, you get a page from the rule book of the card game, A Game of Fox and Squirrels. And the directions from the game kind of give you a preview or a summary of what just happened in the previous chapter, or a preview of what is going to happen in the next chapter. Really, really good story. I highly recommend that one. Stand Up Yumi Cheung is another one I recommend. This is about a girl named Yumi who, she's not the most popular girl at school. She's got some #shy girl problems. Every time her hair always looks like it's a perm that's gone wrong. Her parents own a Korean barbecue factory. Her parents own a Korean barbecue restaurant. So kids make fun of her by calling her Yumi because they say she smells like her family's restaurant. All these things are fuel, though, that Yumi uses for her dream, which is to be a stand-up comedian. She keeps a notebook with all of her awkward experiences, and she turns those into a comedy act. Her dream is to have a Netflix stand-up comedy special. So she's really disappointed when her parents tell her that she's going to spend the summer taking classes in order to pass this test, kind of like the PSSAs, or to get a good enough grade on this test so that she can be admitted into a very prestigious school next year. Her parents are very big on academics. They put a lot of pressure on her older sister who's in college learning to become a doctor. Yumi goes to the classes. They're like for 3 hours, a couple days a week, 3 or 4 days a week, I think, in the morning. So she's walking home one day and she passes out the local theater where she sees that her favorite YouTube star is hosting a comedy camp where you learn how to do stand-up comedy and improv and fun things like that. So she's naturally interested. She pokes her head in the door And then automatically everybody thinks that she's this girl named Kei Nakamura who was supposed to be at camp but never showed up. So there's this case of mistaken identity that Yumi uses to her advantage. She tries to spend the entire summer doing what her parents asked her to do and going to these classes, while at the same time keeping this big secret that she's also going to comedy camp. Another issue in the story is that her parents are concerned that their Korean barbecue restaurant may soon go out of business. Really, really great story. I listened to the audiobook of this one from Chester County Library. It was really good. If you're looking for some more book recommendations, hop on last week's Seesaw activity. I book talk A Wish in the Dark. I book talk One Last Shot, the new book by John David Anderson, same author of Ms. Bixby's Last Day. And I also book talk A Dream of Space, which is the newest one from Aaron and Trotta Kelly. Those are just some of the books that I recommend. Lots more on the way in the future. All right, moving on now to May Book Madness. Here's our final four from last week. Got Dogman versus Harry Potter, Arusha versus The War That Saved My Life. Harry Potter comes away with the victory here, 89-59 over Dogman. And The War That Saved My Life scores 85 points to Arusha's 61, setting up our final matchup, The War That Saved My Life versus Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Tough choices all around. If you'd like to vote for our champion, you must vote by Thursday, May 21st at 1 o'clock. After that, the link will not be active. That link will post in Seesaw at 12 o'clock today. It'll look like this. You don't have to complete the activity. All you have to do is click that link and vote. When you do click that link, when you do vote, you're going to see a couple things. Number one, you're going to see our final matchup. But then I'm going to ask you to vote for the theme of our next May Book Madness. First one we did, it was just straight up vote on the book you want. This one's going to have more of a theme to it, and I would like you to pick the theme. The theme could be secondary characters, characters who aren't the main character, like a Hermione Granger from Harry Potter or Little Petey from Dogman. We could do a whole bracket made up of characters, secondary characters. Or you can vote on your favorite villains, or your favorite Harry Potter professors, or your favorite book series. Not just a standalone book, but an entire series. You're going to choose the next May Book Madness that we will start next week, and I think it'll take us right up until the last day of school to find out who wins that second one. All right, also posting in Seesaw today was your next Seesaw activity, which is all based on your social study, your final social studies unit of the year. I got in touch with your teachers, asked them what you'd be studying, and developed some research to support your work there. So here's what you're going to see when you log into Seesaw. We'll take a look at some different screenshots from different grade levels, but this is fourth grade. Step number one is watch the video. The video takes you through all the directions. It shows you everything you need to do. I do an example for you so you can see what a final product looks like. Watch the video, get all those directions, and then you're going to click a link that's going to take you to a Padlet. I know some of your classes have already started using Padlet, but for those of you that haven't, Padlet is just a way to collect a lot of things in one place. It could be pictures, it can be links, it can be comments, it could be whatever. I'm using Padlet to collect all the resources that you will need to complete your research. This is fifth grade. You guys are going to be researching the civil rights movement. Oh, I went too far. Oh no. Let's go through that again. All right, the Padlet is made up of all the links that you will need to research. You are all going to be doing some biography research. Third grade, you're going to research somebody from the American Revolution. Fourth grade, you're going to research somebody from the Civil War. And fifth grade, you're going to research a civil rights activist. One of the first things you should check out when you get to the Padlet is this item right here. It even says, start here. This is a table of all of the people that you can research, alphabetical by first name, and the resources you can use to find information on them. So if I'm going to research Alexander Hamilton, because I just found out that Hamilton's going to be on Disney Plus this summer, I know that I should only look on Pebble Go, World Book Kids, World Book Student, Pebble Go Next, and InfoBits. There isn't any info on Hamilton on the Ducksters website or on Bookflix. So part of research is knowing where to look. I've done part of that for you to help your process go a little bit quicker. The resources that are listed at the top here, they are organized from easiest reading level to most challenging reading level. So you know yourself best as a reader, so you can make a good decision about where to start. InfoBits is the only one that doesn't fit in there because it is a database that has a lot of different types of resources available at a lot of different reading levels. So that's your Seesaw preview for the week. Oh, and here's what your finished product is going to look like. It's a graphic organizer where you fill in the name of the person you're researching, draw or paste a picture in there. You can use a picture from one of the websites. Describe a contribution that that person made to the American Revolution, Civil War, or civil rights, depending on your grade level. 2 interesting facts of your choosing. And then finally down here, I want you to cite your sources. 5th grade, we did this earlier in the year. This is all about saying where you got your information from. We're not doing a full official bibliography. All I need you to do is name the websites that you used to get your information. If you found all your information on World Book and Pebble Go, then you type in World Book and Pebble Go, and that's it. All right, that is your Seesaw activity for the week. I'll look and see. I don't see any comments coming in about it yet. All right, so I'll move on. We're coming to the end. We've got catch-up time for a few more minutes, so any questions, comments you have, I'll take a look at those as we wrap up our library live session today. Jonathan asking, are we going to do catch-up? Yep, we're doing it right now. Time now. Emily, I don't know who that is. If you have any questions about your Seesaw activity, about your research, anything in general, you want to share something about your day, go ahead and do that now. Is the time to do that. Abizer, should I read Clicked or Savvy? I would choose for. That's a good question, Abizer. If we were in library, I'd say look at the chart and see which book your team hasn't read yet. I'm going to go ahead and say Savvy. I think more kids have read Clicked than Savvy. So I would go with Savvy. Anjali recommending The War I Finally Won. Excellent book. It's a sequel to The War That Saved Your Life, and it's just as good. Isha tripped on a banana yesterday. I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Watch out with those bananas. Dishri's got a birthday coming up on June 4th. Happy early birthday, Dishri. Anna found a giant moth. Oh, I hope it flew away. Mahida, excited for Reading Olympics. Yeah, so am I. We met with your chaperones today. We're going to get those chaperones assigned to your teams this weekend, and I have a meeting with the librarians in about a half an hour to go over the final details. It's shaping up to be a really fun event. Can I read Piggy and Gerald? Maybe. I'll see. I was planning to do more book talks with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, but maybe. Thank you, Alana. Julia went swimming today, opening up the pool season. I'm a little jealous. I did not listen to that podcast yet, Juliana. I did bookmark it, though. I did add it to my podcasts. Amelia, how was Mrs. Salerno's birthday? It was excellent. I got some friends and family to send her video greetings that couldn't be here, and a bunch of other friends and family members did a drive-by happy birthday. So it was pretty excellent. Thank you for asking. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is the word to say when you don't know what to say. That's accurate. Ketchup or mustard? Oh, man, all right. Ketchup is for French fries and tater tots and sometimes on burgers. That's it. Ketchup has no place anywhere else. And for making barbecue sauce. So my answer there is mustard, Hannah. Easily mustard. Let's see. Brooke, what would you rather? Be always cold or always hot? I think I would take hot. I'd rather be hot than cold. I dislike the cold. Allie, what did I have for breakfast? I had chocolate Lucky Charms. All right, folks, it is 12:01. I'm going to stick around and go through the rest of these comments. But just a final reminder, research activity on Seesaw, vote for May Book Madness Finals and what the next May Book Madness is going to be in using that Kahoot link in Seesaw. And I will see you next week, Friday, May 22nd at 11:30 in the morning. If you have to go, I'm going to say goodbye to you now. If I haven't answered your question yet, I'm going to scroll through those comments and hopefully get to everybody in the next couple minutes. For those of you leaving now, have a good weekend.